Hello everybody, it's a beautiful day here in Panama, in David, Panama. It's a beautiful breeze blowing, it's sunny, it's not too hot, it's like perfect. You can see all the leaves and everything blowing around me as we speak, and I'm really grateful for such a beautiful day. And I just saw a bird flying around. I think it's probably a turkey vulture, but nevertheless, and it's having a wonderful time spiraling around on the thermals out there. So that's great. And I want to welcome you here. My name is Nick Grimshaw. I run Beautiful Summer Morning. We've been publishing now for almost 15 years. We're on 14th year, soon to start our 15th year. And I'm here talking to you about gratitude today. I've started doing a series of videos about how to keep your gratitude practice fresh. And it's one of the most important things, because we want our gratitude, as we express our gratitude, to come from our heart, to be authentic, things that we are really grateful for. And it can't be a rote procedure. That said, let me offer this. If you are new to gratitude practice and you've just started, and your practice is that you're listing out a few things every day that you're grateful for, great. Thank you for starting. You will find, or you will feel, the results of that effort in a big change in how you appreciate your life. And it's nothing really has to change except that you appreciate more of what you have. You don't have to get more. You don't have to have more money. It's just that you appreciate what is in your environment now. And that releases you from this need, this want, this constant pull to be grabbing at things and chasing things outside of yourself, as if that's where gratitude and your happiness and everything else lies. But all of it lies within you. So starting a practice is perfect. If you've been on a gratitude practice for a while now, then this comes in handy, because we'll be showing you over the next few videos how to keep that gratitude practice fresh. How to make it alive, keep it alive within you, so that it doesn't become some rote procedure you do every day because you feel you must. Okay? And if you haven't started a gratitude practice yet, I'm hoping that some of these videos will inspire you to begin the process of practicing gratitude. And all that means is that you become aware of things in your life right now that you can be grateful for. It's not something that you're putting off until tomorrow, not something that's out beyond you. It's something right now that you can be grateful for. For instance, right now I'm looking at my beautiful banana plant, which I repotted yesterday into a much bigger pot. And it looks so wonderful there. I'm so grateful that it survived 6 months while I was away, and that it's managed to continue to grow in a container that was too small for it, and yet it's still voluptuous, and it's tropical, and it waves in the breeze, and I just love it. And that's can be simply part of your gratitude, just expressing that, something that you feel, genuinely feel. Okay, the first video I did on keeping your gratitude fresh was called Gratitude Chains. And in that video, you take one thing. And in our example in the video, we took a cup of coffee that we were grateful for. And then we chased down through saying thanks to everybody who had anything to do with getting that cup of coffee to you. The barista, the blender who made up the coffee, the farmer who grew the coffee, the truck driver who drove the coffee, the airline that flew the coffee to your area and got it right there ready for you to drink. All of those things, that's a gratitude chain. And that's one way of practicing gratitude and changing up your routine for the day. Instead of doing just listing out some things you feel gratitude for, now you're just going to focus on one and go deep, really deep on that one thing. Today, we're going to use an acronym called POET. And this POET is from Tim Sanders. It's his idea, and it comes from something he wrote, Today We Are Rich. And so I'm borrowing this idea, this acronym called POET, to help strengthen our gratitude practice and to change it up. So you might want to do this once a week, once a month. You might want to use the POET method of gratitude. And what POET stands for, the P is for people. The O is for opportunities, the E is for experiences, and the T is for things. And using POET, you write down 4 things that for people you are grateful for. The second one is 4 opportunities that you're grateful for. The next one is 4 experiences that you're grateful for. And finally, 4 things that you're grateful for. Now, if you don't want to do 4, maybe 3. The idea is that you're changing up the way you write out your gratitude, the way you practice your gratitude, and make it different. And hopefully, as we get through these, you'll have a different way of sparking up that gratitude practice for a week or for a month. So it's important to stay authentic with your gratitude. So please pay attention to that is really an important part of being grateful. So with POET, it's an acronym, and it stands for people, opportunities, experiences, and things. Now, it doesn't mean it has to be something in your environment right now. It means that you could go back to childhood and find somebody you were grateful for in your childhood. You may not have seen them since childhood, but I remember a fellow named Tom who helped me learn how to swim up at Wasaga Beach in Ontario, Canada. And I'm forever grateful for the time he took and for his patience and his gentleness in teaching me how to swim, or helping me learn to swim, right? So he took time out of his life to be with me and to help me overcome my fear and all those obstacles that come up when you're learning to swim. So somebody in my past. Opportunity. That can be an opportunity from anywhere in your life. It doesn't have to be an opportunity, immediate one that's happened in the last few days. It could be an opportunity that happened when you're a teenager. And I think here of Hunter Holly, who is a writer, and I wrote to her once, and I took this opportunity, this connection we had, became an opportunity to help me express what I was trying to do in fiction at the time that I was writing. And she would answer and take the time, oh my God, to help me. And that was an opportunity, an experience. So there's probably an experience in your life that you had when you were younger, or was a teenager, or as you were getting your first job, and you had this opportunity to have this great experience. And one of my treasured experiences when I was young was to take the Trans-Canada Railway across the country with my grandmother. And it was the most amazing time, my first long trip away from home since we had arrived in Canada. Going to see, it's like a 3-day, 4-night trip. So it's a long trip. Got to meet all kinds of interesting people. Met my cousins in Vancouver for the first time, who eventually I would go and stay with. So there's an item of gratitude. And finally, a thing that you're grateful for, or 4 things you're grateful for. And again, it doesn't have to be something that's immediate. It can come from anywhere in your life that you've had this. Maybe it's, for me, there was a typewriter that my family, my mom and my dad, somehow managed to scrape the money together to get me a typewriter. It was my dream. to have this typewriter. And they got me this typewriter. It was an old-fashioned, clunky typewriter, but it didn't matter to me because, wow, I had a typewriter. I could type out my stories, and it was a wonderful, wonderful thing that made a big difference in my life. So as you can see, as you start looking at these things, they bring up all kinds of things to be grateful for that maybe you haven't thought about for a while. And just by doing this video, I'm coming up with a whole bunch of things, places, people, opportunities, experiences that happened in my past that I am so grateful for. And they made such a beautiful impact on my life, and they sparked my life. They made it rich beyond imagining. And that's what gratitude does for you. When you write out your gratitude each day, you no longer take things for granted that are part of your life. And we do that so much. And you can look at this time of coronavirus and how our whole world has changed. And we didn't really, what we did was we took our lifestyle for granted, that these things, these hop on a plane and go anywhere you want, anywhere in the world for cheap airfare, that's gone from our life at this point. Now it may return, but were you grateful at the time for the opportunity to be able to just hop a plane and go somewhere? Or the fact that you could go out of your house at any time of day or night? And here we live through a curfew for 8 months where that wasn't possible. And so it's sometimes hindsight shows you where there are things to be grateful for too. So use Poet. Down below I have got a link to a download for the Poet page, which just lays it out for you. You can print it off and have it, keep it with you, so that it reminds you to do the Poet form of gratitude once in a while. Whenever you're looking for something different, something to spark up your gratitude, go to Poet and practice the writing out those things for Poet. Okay, so that's the second idea for keeping your gratitude fresh. In the meantime, I urge you to inculcate a practice of gratitude in your life. It means such a big difference in your life. It will change your life. It will change your lifestyle. It will change your attitude. It will change your health, your wellness. It will lift you up and inspire you in ways that you can't imagine right now if you don't have a gratitude practice. Okay? In the meantime, as always, dream big, live inspired. Hi, Nick Gribshaw here, and welcome to our channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Doing those things really help us track better with YouTube. And if you're interested, click the notification button for notification when we upload a new video. Thank you so much for doing that. Have a good day.